So, if you're wondering why there's this random intro bit, it's because I either forgot to record it, or just didn't import onto my computer, but I do not really have an intro for this video. So here we are with the voiceover for the intro, and if you're wondering what we're going to be taking a look at today, it's going to be the Hammond Collection Baryonx. Ooh. Now, I'm going to cut to the actual footage, so enjoy! So here we have the Baryonx in all of her glory, and if I'm going to be completely honest, this was not the Hammond Collection figure I was planning on reviewing today. I was planning on reviewing the new Hammond Collection Rexy, but scalpers took her before I could even look at her. So we have this fella. And honestly, I'm not mad. This is another one of the Hammond Collection figures that I've been looking for. Now, if you don't know what the Hammond Collection is, it's basically the Amber Collection, but you know, scaled down to like the 3.3 inch scale, because the one that they were gonna go for in the Amber Collection was massive. Not to mention, this is like cheaper than the Raptors, so anyways, here we have the Baryonx. Packaging is actually really nice, really collector's edition. Too bad mine's a bit scuffed though, but you know what, it is what it is. So here we have the Baryonx. There she is in the packaging. There's the JP logo embossed or embedded into the cardboard. We have Hammond and his little cane there, and it says Hammond Collection. We have the little jungle theme down here at the bottom, with the Baryonx name. The whole packaging kind of makes it look like a container. On this side, we have a photo of a actually really nice photo of the dino. There's the logo for the movie that it came from, which is Fallen Kingdom. There's a photo of the actual toy there on the back too, as well as a movie capture and a little bio. Pause that if you want to read that. Mattel, empowering the next generation through play. Hammond Collection, side, Hammond Collection, top. Same thing, but with more of that thing there. And the bottom, Lingo Mumbo Jumbo. If it wasn't obvious, I'm not scripting any of these videos because I just kind of want to get them out. Now, let's get her out of her cardboard prison. So there's the Baryonx out of her cardboard prison, and if you hear noises in the background, then that's most likely the AC going off. Now, I'm going to take this figure, and I'm going to play with her for a bit off camera, so that way I can warm the joints and know what kind of articulation she has. All I know is that she kind of has kind of a loose neck. So that's not good. So after a couple of minutes, I mean days of messing around with this figure, again, I'm sorry, I've come to determine two things. One, her neck is pretty loose. And two, I love the Hammond Collection. But speaking of posability, we are actually going to get to the paint applications, because I kind of have some problems with it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, looking at this figure, she is well painted, and she looks close to what we saw in the movie. And also from this angle, she kind of looks like a Compnothosaurus, but you know what? That's besides the point. My problem is that if you look closely on her, you can see that there's kind of like white spots or like tan pieces of paint that are just kind of stuck on her in some places. yep, there's some down there in the tail. But, getting her out of the chicken arm mode. Other than that... Oh, wait. Hold on. Didn't paint the dew claws. But then again, that's kind of a small detail that not a lot of people will paint on their, dinosaur toys. Except for probably me. And the bigger dinosaurs for the Hammond Collection. Also, bringing in the figure a bit closer, they did use a kind of like shiny paint for the blue undermarkings under her eyes. Kind of like the SH Monster, it's Godzilla 2021. Anyways, let us get to the posability, shall we? For the posability, she is quite posable for a figure that's roughly kind of small. So, she has a Shin Godzilla mouth where she has a hinge at the upper jaw and a hinge at the lower jaw. That's not supposed to click open, but that's as wide as I can get it to go, because the upper jaw just does not want to work. She has a kind of ball joint at the head. She can look up, down, and not really like look left and right, but she can twist her head. The neck, though, that's where your ball joint is. So we can get her, if I zoom out the camera, we can get her looking down, not so much, and up, pretty far. Ooh, pretty lights. She has a hinge at the arm, which could also swivel, and a swivel at the elbow with a hinge. Nothing at the wrist, unfortunately. For her legs, they can move out about that much, and she does have full 360 at the legs, which do click in when you get to a certain standing point. She has a bend at the knee, a bend tight one at the other knee, I guess, and a hinge at the ankle with a ankle pivot. And finally, for her tail, she has a ball joint and a bendy wire. Now, don't get me wrong, if the figure looks small, she's not meant to, it's just the way how I have my camera positioned. But let's get her into some size comparisons. But first, I should probably get her back into the neutral standing pose, so let's do that first. And there we go. Here she is with the Indoraptor on all fours. Here she is next to my next review, the Jurassic Park Paddock Escape set with Rexy, the Jeep Explorer, and Tim Murphy. And here she is next to my Studio Series Voyager Soundwave, I think he's a Voyager, and Core Class Studio Series Ravage. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. Nice and short. I didn't want to make it really long because I gotta actually edit this like 2 days before I head out to my vacation. So, yeah. Well, you already saw what my next review is gonna be. So I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!